Hey y'all. Tomorrow, October 11th, is National Coming Out Day. And every year I feel excited to write a note and share it with all of you. And this year, like so many of us, my heart is particularly heavy because of the violence that's happening right now in Israel and Palestine. So instead of writing a note and reflecting on queerness, my experience specifically, I wanted to show up and speak from my heart. There are similar themes between responses to queerness and responses to the violence that is happening right now to Israelis and to Palestinians. And what I want to focus on and be clear about what I'm focusing on right now is the response and how people are showing up. I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of side taking. It makes me think about being at a soccer game. And this is not a soccer game. And when we talk about landing on the right side of history, there is really only one side. And that is the side in which we choose to center humanity. That's it. And what I have been seeing in a lot of the responses and what's been posted on social media and talked about in the news media and in dialogue and conversations that folks are having is the complete denial of humanity. The minute that we pick a side, right, like as we would a team, we are denying a population, a nation, a community, etc., people of a certain personhood. We're denying their humanity. And in doing that, we're not only denying their humanity, we're denying our own. Because the denial of humanity is a universal experience. And the denial of humanity is also the denial of liberation. My greatest hope is that we can see our own humanity. We become capable of denying humanity, denying others their humanity, only when we have denied our own humanity first, or our own humanity has been denied to us and we have not reclaimed it. Whew. If you need to take a deep breath as well, I invite you to do that. Sometimes the words of others are, I don't want to say more powerful, but they just hold gravitas in a way that our own words in a moment can't. And whenever I think about seeing humanity in others, I go to a quote from Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And if you haven't read it, please read it. It is a must read. So I'm going to share with you a quote that moved me incredibly deeply and connects deeply to what I'm talking about regarding the denial of humanity and seeing humanity in ourselves and in everybody else. Slavery is not an indefinable mass of flesh. It is a particular, specific enslaved woman whose mind is active as your own, whose range of feeling is as vast as your own, who prefers the way the light falls in one particular spot in the woods, who enjoys fishing where the water eddies in a nearby stream, who loves her mother in her own complicated way, thinks her sister talks too loud, has a favorite cousin, a favorite season, who excels at dressmaking and knows inside herself that she is as intelligent and capable as anyone. Slavery is the same woman born in a world that loudly proclaims its love of freedom and inscribes this love in its essential texts, a world in which these same professors hold this woman a slave, hold her mother a slave, her father a slave, her daughter a slave. And when this woman peers back into the generations, all she sees is the enslaved. She can hope for more. I invite you to take another deep breath. The denial of humanity is always a potent act. But the act itself may be subtle, because we have normalized the dehumanization of ourselves and others. There is so much more to say about this, and it is my greatest hope that together we can work on seeing the humanity inside of ourselves so that we may see it within all others. Again, this was a note and a reflection on the responses to the violence, not the violence itself, but the violence that comes when we respond in a way that dehumanizes another. Wishing all queer people a beautiful Remembrance Day of coming out. And if coming out is not available to you right now, I want you to know that I see you, your queerness is valid, and that if and when you are ready, there is a whole community of people that is waiting to love you hard exactly as you are.